Revered for millennia, jade is pretty serious business when it comes to culture, value, and gemology. So where did the most historically significant gemstone in the world get its name? Let's find out. Welcome to Jewels of the Trade, the channel for spreading accurate information on jewelry and gemstones. Today we're talking about the etymology of jade. We'll discuss where the word jade comes from and other important words for the gemstone we call jade. Before we get started, if you like using words, please give this video a like and subscribe to see more videos about jade and gemstones. Despite jade's significance in China, the English word jade actually does not have Chinese origins. Brought from the Americas to Europe by Spanish explorers in the 16th century, jade comes from the Spanish word hijara, as the gemstone believed to cure ailments of the kidney was called piedra de hijara, or stone of the flank. Quick note, guys, I'm just an English speaker and really mediocre at best, so if I'm mispronouncing any of these words, and I'm sure I am, let me know in the comments. Piedra de hijara should have been translated to the French pierre le jade, but due to an alleged printing error, it was spelled le jade, L-E space J-A-D-E. Jade. Jade actually refers gemologically to two distinct gemstones, nephrite and jadeite. And just for the record, neither of these words have Chinese origin either. Before we dive deeper into the etymology of jadeite and nephrite, if you want to have some natural jadeite jade jewelry for yourself, be sure to ask your local jeweler about Mason K Jade, the leading supplier of natural jadeite in the US since 1976. If your local jeweler doesn't carry jade though, you can always work with Mason K directly by visiting mkjjewelry.com and using the discount code JOT for 10% off. I talked to a lot of people about jade, and a lot of people ask me this question a lot. They say, what is the difference between jade and jadeite? It's tricky. I think some of the confusion is because of the teacups. So there are ceramics that are referred to as jadeite, but they're not a gemstone. It's like teacups and saucers and stuff like that. And it's obviously not the same as jadeite the gemstone. But jadeite jade, jadeite the gemstone, is jade. We use the word jade to refer to both nephrite and jadeite, even though they're different. Jadeite is a sodium aluminum silicate in the pyroxene group. Nephrite is a calcium, magnesium, and iron-rich amphibole. This means they can be different colors, they have different hardness and toughness, and even a different luster. So this is nephrite, and this is jadeite. This is jadeite. These are jadeite. This is jadeite. They're different. The word jadeite actually came after the word jade, as it was coined by Alexis de Moor in 1863 to distinguish between jadeite and nephrite after he saw Burmese jadeite jade for the first time coming from China. Up to that point, there wasn't really any known gemological distinction between the two in the West. Interestingly enough, piedra de hijara, which was used to refer to jadeite from the Americas, was translated to lapis nephriticus. It's like dog Latin. And then lapis nephriticus became nephrite. So the words nephrite, jadeite, and jade all have roots in the stone's alleged medical use for kidney problems. Do you think there's some truth to jade's impact on kidney health? Let me know in the comments. So does China call jade jade? They do. Oftentimes, you'll see sellers in China refer to jade as fei choi. Fei choi is Chinese for kingfisher, which is a type of bird, and it refers to the vivid colors of the bird's feathers. They're like red and then like kind of bluish green, but then there's like little teeny tiny crystals in the feathers that make it like extra sparkly. It's a whole weird phenomenon. In gemology, fei choi usually just refers to the gemstone that we call jadeite jade, although it has been used for nephrite as well, whereas yu can refer to jadeite jade or nephrite jade. In the historical context, yu usually refers to nephrite jade because there wasn't a ton of jadeite jade in China until the 1700s. It was there, but not in the quantity that it is today. And I will clarify, I am referring to fei choi as jadeite jade, which is a mineral aggregate. Jadeite is a mineral, but jade is an aggregate or a rock, meaning that jadeite itself does not solely comprise the gemstone that we call jadeite jade. Usually when you call a gemstone jadeite, it's just a shorter way of saying jadeite jade. It does not mean that the gem is monocrystalline, as single crystal jadeite rarely occurs. Jade terminology can be very confusing due to misinformation, difficulties with identification, and the inherently complicated gemology of jade. What questions do you have about jade terminology? Let us know in the comments so that we can address your questions in future videos. And be sure to check out our History of Jade series, where we dive deeper into the international history of this elusive gemstone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Jewels of the Trade on Pinterest. And buy some jade!